In today's video, Bitcoin saw a breakout in the triangle formation we were forming on the 1 hour time frame. We came down, met the target and saw a bounce off from the support. And in the longer term time frames there hasn't changed that much. But Bitcoin is still preparing for a big move either to the upside or to the downside. Let's have a look into that, and I want to talk as well about Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative, and that Chainlink right now is actually looking quite interesting. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen, this is the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos, and right now let's jump into the content. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Blockchain Today. Let's have a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and Bitcoin right now is still trading below the 20-day moving average. But if we bring out the support and resistance levels, then we can see that Bitcoin is trading within this range right now. We have a horizontal resistance at approximately 9,600 and we have a horizontal support right here at approximately the 9,250 till 9,300. And in the bigger time frame we are still trading within this range where the support is approximately 8,900 and the resistance approximately at 10,500. And as long as Bitcoin is trading in this range, it is very difficult to say what the trend is going to be. Of course, the trend is more likely to be to the upside than to the downside, because we are still in an uptrend and we haven't broken any major support or a previous low. And in that case, the trend is your friend. So I will expect Bitcoin to continue trading in this range with a bias to the upside, because we are in a uptrend, unless we are breaking this uptrending support right here and we falling below the previous low right here. And the ultimate confirmation would of course be to drop below this level, the 8,600 level. And the volume is still declining, which means that Bitcoin is preparing for a bigger move either to the upside or to the downside. And our formation in the RSI is still intact as well. We have a descending triangle, we have a horizontal support and we have a declining resistance. And we are almost at the point of breaking out where the RSI, the momentum, has to choose a direction to break out to the upside or to break out to the downside. I think this can be a great indicator to show us early on where the momentum of Bitcoin is going. And if we have a look at the hash ribbon, then we can see that the inversion of the hash ribbon is trying to get back to normal levels. And that will most likely happen in a couple of weeks. And we will get, if that is happening, we will get a buy signal as we saw right here. And those buy signals historically have been great indicators to show whether it is a good time to buy Bitcoin. So that is actually quite interesting. The interesting thing as well here is that this 2 times with the minor capitulation we have seen in the hash ribbon, so a inversion of the hash ribbon, normally that is actually a bearish sign for Bitcoin in the shorter term time frame, because the previous times we have seen a inversion of the hash ribbon, we always saw a decrease in price, and most of the times even a huge sell-off. Right here we have seen it as well. A inversion of the hash ribbon led to a huge sell-off in the Bitcoin price, and that was due to the fact that miners were pushed to sell their Bitcoins. And right now it looks like it is less significant, because we do see a inversion, we do see some form of minor capitulation, but there isn't that much sell pressure on the price of Bitcoin. And that is something quite remarkable, guys, because could that mean that the miners right now after the halving, because the block reward has been cut in half, which means that the miners, they earning half of the Bitcoin that they earned before the halving, could that mean that that is the reason why miners have less impact on the price of Bitcoin, because they are earning less Bitcoin? I think that is possible, and it does make sense, right? When the miners would earn half of the Bitcoin than they would earn before the halving, and they are starting to capitulate, then there are also less Bitcoin to sell eventually. Guys, what do you think about this? Do you think that that sounds reasonable? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if we have a look at the 1 hour time frame, then we can see that Bitcoin was forming this triangle formation. We had a fake out to the upside. We didn't have that much of an increase in volume. So the volume is actually quite low lately. And eventually Bitcoin did break out to the downside. And yeah, we met the target of this triangle formation, because that is the width of the beginning of the triangle right here. Put at the point of breakout right there. And then you can see that we almost perfectly came down and met the target, and there we ran into some support, and that is this horizontal support zone from 9,250 all the way up to 9,300. And as you can see from this level, we are seeing a bounce. So as you can see, Bitcoin is trading in this range right here, and the resistance is right now at approximately 9,600. And let's have a look at Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative. And yesterday I've created an analysis on Chainlink and I've published that video on Patreon. So for the people who are interested in extra content, you could always consider joining Patreon. The link is down below in the description. But what I basically said is that Chainlink in the Bitcoin comparative is already since quite some time in a uptrend. And in the last couple of days, we hit the support level again, the buy zone, and we got a bounce off of that, which is actually looking quite bullish. And let's have a look at this triangle formation, because the moment Chainlink broke out of this triangle formation, we saw a huge price increase in the comparison of Bitcoin. And I've been talking about Chainlink when we were breaking out right here. I was talking about Chainlink because the moment we got rejected from the resistance right here, we didn't came down all the way to the support. No, we already saw a bounce before that, and that is usually quite a bullish sign, and that was as well the reason why I was talking about Chainlink back then and said that I think the likelihood of Chainlink breaking out to the upside is quite high. And right now we are seeing a similar situation. We don't have the bullish reversal above the support right now, but we do have a triangle formation which we entered from a uptrend. So the likelihood that we are breaking out to the upside is higher than that we are breaking out to the downside. And the target of this triangle pattern is approximately at the 70,000 satoshis. So that is quite an increase. But guys, when you are trading altcoins, it is very important to look at the price of Bitcoin as well. So guys, in this chart we can see the comparison of the price of Bitcoin against the US dollar, and this blue line, that is the price of Chainlink against Bitcoin. So right here we can see that every time that Bitcoin is decreasing in value, Chainlink is decreasing in value in the Bitcoin comparative as well. And that is very important to realize. If Bitcoin is losing its value, then Chainlink is losing its value in the Bitcoin comparative as well. So Chainlink is losing its value in a more rapid speed than Bitcoin. So for Chainlink to remain bullish, it is very important that we are not seeing a sell-off in the Bitcoin price. So that is one of the concerns that I have with Chainlink, and yeah, you have to be very careful with that. If Bitcoin is looking bearish and is going to see a reversal pattern, then it is definitely better to hold Bitcoin or to be positioned in stable coins and not into altcoins. Because historically we can see that when the price of Bitcoin is going down, that in this case Chainlink is losing its value in the Bitcoin comparative. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Every time when I see you guys likes, that makes me really happy and gives me energy to create more videos. So I really appreciate the engagement of you guys. I really appreciate the likes, the comments, the messages that I'm seeing. So yeah guys, a big shout out to you. And what do you guys think about Chainlink? Do you think Chainlink is one of the more interesting altcoins out there? Or do you think that this time in specific is still too risky to get exposure into altcoins? Guys, I'm curious about your opinion, so let me know down below in the comment section. And for the people that want to learn how to trade, you can watch one of my tutorials, and I will see you all tomorrow, and don't forget to HODL.